Ever wondered why your motivation dies after a few days? You start strong. You tell yourself this is it. This time I'm going to wake up early, eat healthy, or hit the gym every day. And then, 3 days later, you're back to old patterns. You feel guilty, frustrated, maybe even like you're broken. But here's the truth, it's not you. You're not lazy, you're not weak, and you're definitely not doomed. The real problem? The way most habits are designed sets you up to fail before you even start. And once you understand why, you'll finally know how to make habits stick for life. Let me take you back to a time when I thought I had habits all figured out. I remember one New Year's Eve. I was so fired up. I wrote this massive list. Wake up at 5 a.m., run 5 kilometers every morning, meditate for 20 minutes, read a book a week, eat clean, no sugar, no excuses. It was basically the perfect routine. And you know what? On January 1st, I crushed it. January 2nd? Still going strong. But by January 4th? I was exhausted. I hit snooze, I skipped the run, and suddenly the whole system collapsed like a house of cards. That was the moment I realized, the way we're taught to build habits is broken. We aim too big, we chase perfection, and we completely ignore how our brain actually works. Since then, I've learned that building habits that last isn't about willpower or discipline, it's about strategy. And once you know the strategies, it feels like flipping a switch. Suddenly, you're not fighting yourself anymore, you're flowing. And that's exactly what we're going to break down today. Why you can't stick to good habits, and what to do instead. Before we dive in, quick pause. If you've ever started a habit and then watched it crash and burn a few days later, you are not alone. In fact, I want you to drop in the comments what habit you've tried to build recently. Whether it's exercising, journaling, drinking more water, whatever. Because when you share it, not only does it make you more accountable, but you'll also realize just how many people are on this same journey with you. And while you're at it, hit that subscribe button if you want practical, real strategies to actually change your life, not just motivational fluff. Trust me, what we're about to cover will make habits so much easier for you. Trap number 1. Going too big too soon. Most people fail because they start way too big. Think about it. You go from 0 workouts a week to trying to hit the gym 6 times, or from drinking soda daily to cutting it cold turkey. Here's the problem. Your brain hates massive change. Big habits demand big energy. And when your motivation naturally dips, the habit collapses. Let me tell you a quick story. I had a friend who decided he was going to run a marathon. He hadn't run in years. Day 1, he went out and tried to run 5 miles. He came back wrecked, skipped day 2, and by the end of the week, his running shoes were back in the closet. What he didn't realize is that successful habits are built small. Atomic habits. James Clear calls this the 2-minute rule. If a habit takes more than 2 minutes to start, it's probably too big. So instead of saying, I'm going to read 30 minutes a day, start with I'll read 1 page. Instead of I'll run 5 miles, say I'll put on my running shoes and step outside. Because once you start small, momentum takes over. You don't need to climb the whole staircase, just take the first step. Trap number 2, perfectionism. Another big reason habits don't last, perfectionism. You tell yourself, I'll work out every day, no excuses. And the moment you miss one workout, you feel like a failure and give up entirely. This is called the all or nothing trap. And it destroys more habits than anything else. Here's a better mindset. Instead of aiming for perfect consistency, aim for never missing twice. If you miss a workout, fine, life happens. Just don't let it become 2 in a row. That tiny shift keeps your progress alive without the guilt spiral. I like to think of it like brushing your teeth. If you miss brushing once, you wouldn't throw your toothbrush away and say, "Welp, I guess I'm never brushing again." You just do it the next day. Treat your habits the same way. Trap number 3. No immediate reward. This one's huge. We live in a world of instant gratification. Scroll TikTok, you get a dopamine hit. Eat a cookie, instant reward. But most good habits? Their rewards are delayed. You don't lose weight after one workout. You don't feel wise after reading one page. So what happens? Your brain thinks, why bother? That's why you need to attach an immediate reward to your habit. For example, if you're trying to work out, allow yourself to watch your favorite show only after finishing. If you're trying to write daily, give yourself a check mark or gold star on a calendar. It sounds silly, but your brain loves that visual win. Or make it social. Tell a friend, share progress online, celebrate tiny victories. The key is to train your brain to crave the habit, not dread it. Strategy number 1. The 2-minute rule. So we already touched on this, but let's dive deeper. The 2-minute rule works because it lowers the barrier to starting. Want to build a reading habit? Read one page. Want to get fit? Do one push-up. Want to meditate? Close your eyes and breathe for 120 seconds. And here's the magic. Once you've started, momentum usually carries you forward. Nobody ever puts on their shoes and steps outside just to walk back in. Starting is the hardest part. Make it easy, and you win. Strategy number 2. Habit stacking. This one changed my life. The idea is simple. Instead of trying to find time for a new habit, you attach it to something you already do automatically. For example, after I brush my teeth, I'll floss one tooth. After I pour my morning coffee, I'll write one sentence in my journal. After I sit down at my desk, I'll take 3 deep breaths before opening my laptop. It works because you're piggybacking on a trigger that's already wired into your brain. You don't need a brand new routine. You're just extending what you already do. So here's the big takeaway. If you struggle to stick to habits, it's not because you're broken. It's because you've been taught the wrong way. Stop going too big. Stop chasing perfection. Stop waiting for instant results. And if this video gave you even one aha moment, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment with the habit you're starting small with this week. Let's build this together.